Time now for Greg Cote's Back in My Day.
And now, it is time to take a trip down memory lane. Here's your guide, Greg Cote, with Back in My Day.
Seven rules. I stumbled across a sitcom the other night called The Middle, and the dad in the show, a character named Mike Heck, mentioned to his son that there were 7 things every man should know how to do: whistle with his fingers, read a map, open a bottle without an opener, grill with charcoal, shine his shoes, tie a necktie, and break down a door. I myself have mastered 5 of those skills. I have yet to break down a door, finding a key to be more efficient. Besides that, I can pick a lock with a paper clip. And I'll admit, whistling with my fingers has never entered my canon of skills, partly because it always struck me as showy, rude, and unsanitary. There's a website called The Art of Manliness that has a bunch more so-called manly skills, such as how to milk a cow and how to survive a human stampede. I think we all have our own little arsenal of pet skills in the mental toolbox. For me, most of them seem to have been skills made bygone due to technology or things that simply have fallen out of fashion over time. So here are my 7 things that everyone, man, woman, or child, should know how to do.
All right, hold on a second, though. How many of those 7 things can you guys do back there? Those are, that's a man's list right there.
Yeah.
I don't feel like this show is very manly. Go ahead.
Number 1, learn to whistle, not with the gimmickry of fingers, but old school, using only your lips. It's the most natural musical instrument. It's a fairy tale that angels up there are singing in heaven. Angels actually whistle. Number 2, become adept at the lost art of towel snapping. Let's bring it back, that once staple of juvenile horseplay. Number 3, learn to swallow pills without water, using only your own saliva.
Wait, what?
Oh, yeah, my dad used to do that. Wild Bill Cote. Number 4, be able to peel a hard-boiled egg in under 3 seconds using only one hand like I do. Number 5, know how to turn flour and fat into a wonderful roux that is essential foundation of so much cuisine. Number 6, screw origami, too hard. Instead, become an expert at making a really fine paper airplane, and while you're at it, go fly a homemade kite. And finally, number 7, forget the cartoon mooing that is such an insult to bovines, and instead craft the art of accurately imitating the sound of a lowing cow. Because realistically, you'll probably never have to break down a door or survive a human stampede. But if you can precisely mimic a lowing cow in a crowded elevator, you'll feel like a king. I'm Greg Cote, and that's how it was back in my day.
A lowing cow.
A lowing cow.
Can you do that? Is that something that you can do? Are you going to end this segment?
Right. I can do everything on my list.
All right, you can do everything. Hold on a second. Chris, before we get to this, and maybe we should tease this out a little bit because this seems like something that should have tension that people are waiting for. Why, Chris, has your father had
Can do everything on this list.
circumstance to do a lowing cow? Are you familiar with his lowing cow?
Yes, he does it all the time. Anytime, like if you're at a theme park and you're in line somewhere and things are moving slowly, that's his go-to.
Is it a good? Is it a
Oh,
good?
it's good. It actually is
It
good.
is good. Okay, we'll tease up to it then. We'll build up the suspense.
Yeah, I want to practice a
I
little
mean,
off
okay.
camera.
I mean, please do because I can't wait to get to it. Frankly.
Splash!
It was one of his better back in my days. It was delightful.
It really was. It was weird.
Yeah.
Really weird.
I told you it was different.
But I liked it.
You fly a home kite? Is that what you do?
I can make a homemade kite.
Yeah. And the paper airplane?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Big
good.
time.
All
I
right.
can make a paper airplane so well that with the right air stream, it'll go right over a house.
Your son doesn't seem so confident.
That's
yeah,
not
your son
true.
doesn't
Let's
seem so
try that
confident.
outside. Let's try that during this next segment. We're gonna try outside during this next segment. Greg Cote with an envelope with a what happened there? Whose phone is that?
Uh-oh. It's the alarm to find out if Sugats can whistle.
Oh, look,
you never know when it's going to come. I mean, it's
well, it
amazing.
seemed like you knew because you started drinking water furiously when that sound came off. So it really seemed like you knew.
Now, tons of humidity outside. I like a cold day for whistling. It is hot out today in Miami, and it's like, 80, 90% humidity. It's bad. So here we go.
Hold on a second. Forgive me before you go.
Not an
Greg,
ideal day.
Would you get some paper right now? Go outside. We're going to film you by the Clevelander pool trying to throw a paper airplane at the camera. We're going to film that. We're going to give you 10 pieces of paper to test this theory
Great.
of yours.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. Boom.
Yeah.
Now, listen, it would have been a lot better, 72 degrees, no humidity, but that's the best I could do today.
Like, just start throwing them. 5 of them.
All right, Greg. First attempt here, Greg. Wow, this one's like a double-layer airplane. There's 4. Oh, wait, no, this is a very simple one. This is the Greg one that he has tape on. This is the one he claims would be able to go over a house. Let's see how far it goes.
All right, let's see.
I'm throwing into the wind. This is like a self-defeating thing.
You didn't mention wind when you said you could throw it over a house, though.
I get a built-in excuse because I'm throwing into the wind.
Okay,
which
so
is unheard of.
so we
Go
will
the other way.
All right. Well, no, they can't throw it the other way, but we will understand why it blows back in your face. Why you throw paper
on the other end.
All right.
Hello?
Go ahead, Greg. Throw the damn airplane.
Okay, here we go. All right, here's the first one.
Oh, wow.
And it lands about 4 feet from him, flutters to a slow death into the pool, not quite over the hotel or the home.
Okay, this is my big hope right here because this is what I refer to as the stealth bomber of paper airplanes.
How many do you have, Greg? How many of these do you have?
This is attempt number 2. We have about 5 planes left.
Okay, we're going to get him on like the 5th one.
Oh,
straight into the
stealth
ground.
bomber.
Straight into the stealth bomber goes, dies right at his feet.
With the wind at my back?
Right. Well,
no, you
against
can't.
you.
You can't. How many of these do you know? Oh, now he's walking to the other side of the pool.
no.
The only way we're not going to be able to get him is because, look, he is now marching toward the other side of the pool to show how much the wind will aid him. Let's
I'm
see.
going to take him the planes over there.
All right, yes. Now we got a minute and a half before we can get him on this hard
You
network
think he
out.
clears the pool
What's
here?
the
Or?
question I have to ask him in order to get him? Oh, he just threw another
Wasn't
one.
any good either.
And yeah, it went like 4 feet with the help of the wind. And did that also land in the pool, Billy?
Crazy plane. This is like a crappy airplane here.
Okay, hold on a second.
So Dan, I think what you do.
Oh, that was a good one.
Wow.
A decent throw.
Wow. So on the
Flew like crazy.
Guillermo, get away. On the heels of that, okay? On the heels of that, on the good one, you ask him, Greg. A lot of people ask
Moving
him
on the wind.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
the key to making a good paper airplane.
Okay, and how?
But you got to ask him maybe like 10 seconds before the hard network.
Okay, Greg, where are we? Give him the phone for a second, Billy. We got a minute. Give him the phone for a second.
Right. Hold on 1 second.
Okay,
Ooh.
most of them have gone. Greg, how do you feel about how you've done out there?
What's that?
How do you feel about how you've done out there? Everything went straight into the pool, Greg, except that one that floated kind of almost to the end of the pool.
Yeah, wasn't that one great? Well, in paper airplanes, it's first of all these were crafted very quickly, and also we have a turbulent wind out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Greg, all you need is one. Oh my
I
God,
just
he almost hit Guillermo.
decapitated
Oh
Billy.
my
What?
God, that went backward.
But Greg, all you need is one, and you had one good one that nearly made it across the entire pool. So a lot of people are asking, what is the key, Greg? They're asking this. What is the key to making a good paper airplane?
What does he know? Everything he throws is at his feet.
No, he's
What's the
crushing it.
key,
No,
Cody? What's the key,
one-
Cody?
We achieved takeoff.
It's Dan, Stu, and Greg Cote on ESPN Radio.